Mister, hey, nice mister, come over. The ancient woman with the wind-scarred face calls to them. She's leaning over the white picket fence, beckoning with gnarled fishhook fingers. Her nails are long and white and cold as brittle ice. White strands of wild hair frame her tanned, creased face. Her eyes are all joy, though the many hard miles are etched into every inch of her oval face. She wears her wide, two-toothed grin like a medal. Mister, hey, nice mister, come, see our singing bowls, the second Tibetan grandmother prods, draping two seamed and wrinkled hands on the pointed pickets of the fence. The flecked white paint is flaking off. The fence wanders drunkenly along the line of the property. But if its mission is to section off the restaurant garden, it has failed. For the two grandmothers boldly lean over it, disturbing the young traveler's meal. They're everywhere in Pokhara, Macron complains. His voice has a saxophone silkiness, and his companion looks at his lean, handsome face with hungry eyes. They've only just met, and this could be love. From Tibet, the first grandmother proclaims, holding the bowl up like a trophy, like a prayer. Good, good quality, blessed by wind and rain. She strikes the smoke-stained metal with a stony knuckle, and a pure note rings out to greet the wind. Dalai Lama carried these over Himalayas, the second waves away towards the white, scudding clouds overhead. The grand mountain lies beyond sight. Like above the clouds, like a clan of brooding gods perched just above imagination. Not today, not now, Fabriana waves her hand at the two old ladies in their striped shawls. A riot of vertical colors, those shawls, blues, reds, yellows, blacks, and greens, all lined together in bands of varying thickness, promising a unity that the world has denied their culture. Maybe, Macron concedes with a lazy flick of his wrist, but not right now. Hey, nice mister, when you look? The first grandmother asked. Her pinched face is chestnut brown and seamed by 1,000 laughing lines, but now her eyes are turned down, and her lips are bowed like a miniature god's weapon, bent to fire a bolt up to pierce the sun. One side of her mouth quivers slightly as the cold mountain wind smacks her face. This is not the first assault she's endured. Tomorrow, perhaps tomorrow, grandmother, Macron answers with laugh. The two travelers turn their attention back to their food, omelets and toast made the French way. At least the food is good here in Pokhara. The Tibetan grandmothers wave their brittle hands at the travelers and scuttle away through the bushes, carrying their bowls and curses close to their chests. The next morning, the two travelers are up early, and they head for the central market. It is a web of narrow alleys that weave and intersect like a nebula of blood vessels, and like such knotted vessels, this market pumps life blood into Pokhara. Macron walks with a wide stride confidence. After all, they are lords of the earth, these young travelers. They have done their trek and marched the Annapurna circuit, sore-footed and slack-mouthed, with the huge might of the Himalaya clan, Fishtail Mountain, the Sky God, and the white-headed giant. They'd seen them all and now returned. Fabriana is lucky, for though the trek was hard and she battered her feet and toes bloody, they have recovered. That is what humans do. They adapt and advance. They overcome. If there is a problem, they innovate a solution. Progress, progress, progress. For, after all, the earth was given to them by the divine forces of the universe to plunder and exploitation. Was it not so? Thus, the god-eyed advertisements have ever taught them. Work, earn, spend, and consume. Gobble down your bucket of chicken like a starving man, and then head back for more. Do not think about the costs or the conditions, only the price. And if the price is right, smile plastic tight and charge it. You can pay later, right? Or your children will, surely. They've worked hard for their money, and now they are here to play hard, to spend it. So they walk through the market, that webwork of cobbles and dirt, where the multiplicity of stalls and vendors sell their wages. Vegetables, fishes, goats, eggs, striped shawls, t-shirts of every variety, even bespoke t-shirts tailored with images of choice stitched in, hempen hats, hemp bags, wooden carvings and boxes, incense, paintings, flutes, statues of many-armed goddesses who dance with flashing faux ruby eyes, and even traditional Nepali headdresses. Everything, it seems, is for sale, which only muddy the waters, of the river of truth. Nepal is a hard land here, and every rupee counts. There are even, yes, Tibetan singing bowls, like the very bowls that the two grandmothers brandished last night as they leaned over the sickly picket fence like famished vultures. Predictably, Macron and Fabriana are drawn to the bowls. The vendor is a young man with a shadow of a mustache smiling, embarrassed at itself from his upper lips. You like, yes? He asked, picking up a gleaming bowl. Made from sacred metals with ancient methods, he proclaims, and he lifts the wooden ringer used to play the bowl. The wooden tool is like a heavy cigar, and he holds it delicately between thumb and forefinger. He placed the bowl on the flat of his hand, and its gold and copper patterns glitter in the light. You hold it gently, like so, and then roll it around the top of the singing bowl. He demonstrates skillfully, and the bowl hums an answer, woo, 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 wang. He raps the wooden tool against the side of the bowl at the end. It sounds off like a bell. The bowl continues to sing and echo away after the swirling wooden kiss has ended, as though the round mouth of the bowl is excited by the twinning. It is truly beautiful, no? Fabriana says, looking up at her admired lover. But Macron sees something from the corner of his eye. What's this? He mutters to himself. There, across the alley, through the rushing crowd, he sees the two grandmothers hovering like spirits. Where had they come from? They are watching him with big, watery eyes. How did they find us? He asks, for it is clearly the same two. Suddenly, like a wasp, a bite of shame stings him. But Fabriana is drawn to the newer bowls that the young seller holds before her. It glimmers colors of gold, bronze, and copper. Oh, Macron, I love it. It sings with such a beautiful voice. How much? Macron asks the young man. 600 rupees, sir. A good price, the young man states. A gift, he follows up with a flourish of the wooden tongue, playing end to the duo. The playing end of the duo. Too much, that is too much, Macron answers, with supplied shock. Internally, he quickly calculates. It's only $6.50 Canadian, but this is the game. Macron, see how beautiful it is? It shines like gold, Fabriana says, damaging his chances for a solid negotiation. The young vendor's smile is shining twice as brightly. 300 rupees then, Macron offers. No, no, sir. I have 6 young sisters to feed. 500. 500 is a rare price. As they are bartering, Macron can only see the two Tibetan grandmothers, so withered and wind-bitten. Their eyes are luminous to the point of transparency, like the clear waters of a Canadian river. A whole nest of ghost wasps silently attacks, stinging him down his neck and back. But still he haggles on. 350, no, 450, 375, no more. But sir, my sisters, and my father is sick with the winter cough. 425, please. 400, my last offer. 425. 25 is nothing, sir. It is a good price. Come on, Fabriana, we're leaving. He takes her hand strongly and pulls to move them away. At that very moment, a harsh gust of icy wind roars through the market, pushing up the many canvas covers of the stalls with a throaty whoosh. A wind from the very brows of the white giants above, from Tibet itself perhaps, come down with memories of that old kingdom, and the holy ways, a slash of cold, stinging and frozen tears, now shards of shattered ice. Okay, my friend, 400. This bowl will sing for you